So we're going to look at some practice questions and we're going to apply sine rule and see how we can solve them. Alright? So, example 1. The question says, in triangle ABC, B is 39 degrees, C is 82 degrees, and A, small letter A, is 6.73 centimeter. Find C. Find C. So now in this particular question, we'll be given a triangle ABC. Now we have that angle B is 39 degrees, angle C is 82 degrees. Obviously this is not a right angled triangle, so that means we can apply sine rule. Now, when you have questions like this, the first thing you would want to do is to represent this information on a triangle. Alright, let's do that. So you have A, you have B, you have C. So actually you can decide to switch up the letters. That is not really they are not really specific place to put it. So meaning I can decide to put A here, I can decide to put B here, alright, C here. So the position doesn't really matter, alright? So as long as you can identify that this is triangle A and C. Now, one thing you should take note of in mathematics is that whenever you see capital letters A, B, C, they represent angles. They represent angles. Please take note of that. And whenever you see small letters, they represent lengths. So just like you have in this question now, you can see that small letter A here is used to represent a length, and the length here is 6.73 centimeter. So please take note of that. The small letters represent the length, the capital letters represent the angles. So now that we've established that, let's continue with this diagram. So we have that B is 39 degrees. So I'm going to place 39 degrees here on B. And then we have C is 82 degrees. And then we have that A is 6.73 centimeter. Now, how do you know where A is going to be? Because A here simply is the length, right? So is it going to be here, is it going to be here, or is it going to be here? Now, this is another thing I have to establish. Now, whenever you are given an angle, the length is always or is directly opposite the angle. The length is directly opposite what? The angle. So this is what I mean by that. If this is angle A, this is length A. So the length is always directly opposite its angle. So if this is length angle B, for instance, obviously this will be length B. So please always make sure that wherever the angle faces, that is where the length is. So in this case now, since this is angle A, now since angle A is facing this direction, obviously this will be my length A. I believe that is clear now. So let's put that 6.73 centimeter. Alright, so if this is C, angle C, the length opposite angle C is my length C. The line opposite angle B is my length B. So that's that. For that. What's the